Hello everyone! Hi ATHIST and hi Forza! Yeah, I know, right? It's very realistic. Well, I'll show you what's going on actually. There's some very interesting things happening right now in this game. So I played a little bit ahead actually since I left off because I had like a million deficit in political power. I had a bunch of problems. I've still got a bunch of problems. I've got a bunch of debt. Our debt has like doubled pretty much because fucking economic depression from doing a few things that, you know, weren't supposed to, like the mass deportations do fuck up your economy quite a bit. And in the meantime, hey, what the fuck is happening in Syria? I know, right? Hello, Bukishka. Hello, Komodo Master. Hello, Amit. Hello, Gadsden. Hello, Eli the Florida man. Oh no, it's the Florida man. Hello, Komodo Beth brother. Hello, Alvin. So basically, well, okay. So PRC was at war with Japan, which had gone into war with the United States, right? Well, Turkey at some point invaded Greece, which activated NATO. But since the United States, I don't know, they were already at war, so they didn't get called into NATO somehow. But everyone fucking else... Wait, there's no more NATO anymore. Oh, that's because the war with Turkey is over. But yeah, basically everyone else got called into NATO. And of course Turkey got absolutely bonker smashed. Now, Yugoslavia, which was at war with Bosnia, and Greece, also got into a war with NATO, and thus Montenegro is now free under Milo Djukanovic, and Yugoslavia got puppeted by the UK, and they're under Nova Serbia, conservatives. Turkey got puppeted by the French. Syria joined the Shanghai Pact with the Chinese, and the Chinese invaded Taiwan, which also meant that basically the entirety of NATO was at war with them, plus the entire fucking Japanese faction, which is the Organization for International Security. So now, Syria is at war with the Organization for International Security. And they're also at war with NATO. So they're at war with Iraq, which is a puppet of the Americans, or used to be. They're not a puppet of the Americans anymore somehow. The Americans did a focus to invade Iran, and they spawned Arabistan and Baluchistan as sort of anti-Iranian revolts, but the Iranians defeated Arabistan like immediately and puppeted them. So now Iran is at war with all of Europe. China is at war with all of Europe, Japan, and the United States, and Vietnam is allied with China. And the Philippines, I suppose, are also in. And what else? I mean, all the Africans joined the Japanese faction. Egypt joined the Japanese faction. Yemen joined the Japanese faction. Abu Dhabi, or the United Arab Emirates, joined the Japanese faction because of fucking Al-Qaeda. Jordan and Israel joined the Japanese faction. Are Zionists alive? Yes. So, and Syria, obviously, is alive right now. Hey Ken Liang, how are you? You managed to catch a stream, of course you did. So, I have no idea what's supposed to be going on, but it's crazy. It's absolutely insane, and apparently Angola joined the Shanghai Pact too, so glory to the MPLA, I suppose. Sounds like World War I, very confusing. I know, right? It's a bit of an alliance chain confusing mess, but this is good for us. This is really, really good for us, because guess what? Guess fucking what, boys? Guess fucking what? I need to deploy these divisions. Have you ever heard of guarantees? Yes, I know, right? Guarantees are pretty shitty. Like, you want to invade the Israelis, and they're guaranteed, but they're not guaranteed by the United States anymore. Anyway, like, you know, some people are just guaranteed by nasty people. Like, for example, Kuwait is guaranteed by the United States. Yemen is guaranteed by Sudan. It's like, oh my god, if I attack these people, they're all gonna get guaranteed. Well, if they join a faction, other AIs do not particularly care about the guarantees now, do they? Because I can attack the United Arab Emirates for my cores, the Republic of Arabia has a core state because I got irredentism. And I got cores on all the Arabian Peninsula. Let's see. No. Diplomacy. Do I have cores on everyone? No, I don't. Or I don't see it. See, in every fucking diplomacy map mode. Ever. Oh, wow. Oh! This is so good. You can see where there's a ton of people. Although, to be fair, like, if a state is really massive and has a ton of people, that is not really all that good. Anyway, funny how Russia's just vibing. Russia just rebuilt the Soviet Union because even fucking the Soviet Union, the autocratic Soviet Union, because fucking Moldova joined CSTO, Georgia and Armenia also joined eventually. Now, funnily enough, Abkhazia and South Ossetia did not join the CSTO for some reason. Kim eventually defeated his revolt. So he's only missing Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, and he has all the gang back together. I believe that, like, South America still hasn't done anything stupid. Although probably Brazil's gonna join the Shanghai Pact. And Pan-African communism. You gotta just love this shit. Eritrea is just absolutely demolishing Ethiopia, which is pretty cool. Anyway, basically, the meme stream is back. I know, right? Bashar al-Assad isn't the president of Syria SMH. Yeah, the weird shit happened with the focus tree. And so now Suhail al-Hassan is the president. Anyway, I am gonna attack United Arab Emirates. And that is gonna be a great decision, my friends. You know why? Oh no, Japan has joined, because that's gonna call in all these fuckers, including, for example, Yemen. Although I believe, yeah, it's too political power. Let's use too political power to justify on them too. And we want to kill these guys as quickly as we can. And as efficiently as we can. Blessed timeline. I love this world. Oh no, it's insane. And yeah, we're gonna take over. Well, maybe we might get fucked, but I don't think we're gonna get fucked. We might be able to take over basically everything that's pink over here. All these Japanese friends, we can probably take all of them over. And if we like connect them by justifying on Libya, we're gonna have united the Middle East. Basically without even fighting the Amrikis. You know, that's quite good. It sounds like a Call of Duty story. I mean, in the Call of Duty story, the Russians would have invaded America, most likely. And everyone would magically join us, you know, instead of everyone else. There we go. Everyone's getting called in. Oh, and since we're gonna be at war with a lot of people that that the world dislikes, a bunch of people are gonna support us, which is quite good. Yeah, look at that. All these. Oh, I love you, Sweden. Yeah, all the nationalists in the world are gonna support us, I suppose. Right? And so, justification of conquering Adramahut is finished. Yes. So we're gonna declare war on the Yemenis. That's quite useful. What do you mean? We do have a 70% air superiority, you dumb fuck. I don't know. Alright, and as you can see, there's a ton of enemy units over here, so if we can kind of keep them there and pair drop behind them and also get behind them with all of our other units, it's gonna be amazing. Sudan has joined the Organization for International Cooperation or Solidarity or whatever the Organization for International Security. So, we're at war with like the entire Middle East. That's fun though. Or wait, are we at war with Jordan? No, we're not at war with Jordan yet. I need to see like when Jordan gets called in so that we can invade that. Saudi America soon! I don't know, I don't even know. We also got a focus tree Well, all the Gulf nations, essentially, well, not the Gulf, all the Arabian nations have this shared focus tree, this one. Then, I don't think anyone else got a focus tree this, this patch. How's Red Flood mod doing? They're still working on 0.2. I don't know. Make the state religion atheism and declare the atheism jihad. Of course, my friend. That could be a great maneuver. Universe Brain Nationalist International. I love just random Americans over here. The 2nd Armored Division is like, what the fuck is even going on? I'm getting the fuck out of here. All right. Where's my fucking paradrop, bro? Where's my fucking paradrop? Oh, by the way, can you hear the music? Because I've rewatched a VOD of fuck you, Romania. I've rewatched a VOD of my last, based Hong Kong. In the Shanghai Pact. Wait. Is this the fucking, is this a fucking reclamation of the mainland? I've watched the VOD of the last glorious stream, and it didn't really have the greatest audio. I think Jordan just got called in. Now everyone and their mother wants to support us because we are just the basest. That's fine by me. Now there is a bit of a problem actually. It looks like they're getting quite a few units here. All right, just kill these special forces guys. It shouldn't be too difficult to get into Jordan though. Right. Excellent, my friend. First pocket. First glorious pocket for Arabia. Anyway, I need to improve my bureaucracy so that I get political power, because right now the political power situation is not the greatest. Oh crap, this is not that great. Oh wait, Sana'a is empty. How long are you gonna get there? Or are you gonna take 3 days? Okay, so we can get to Sana'a in 3 days. That's excellent. That is just quite excellent. And whoa, this pair drop may actually kill the militia. That's incredible. I've almost never seen a pair drop actually succeed in defeating the forces that are opposing it. I think that Yemen might be fucked right now. Oh no, they got a troop in Sana'a. That's pretty sad. And of course, the Muslim Brotherhood protesters demand elections. The Arabian Muslim Brotherhood are occupying central squares in cities all over the country, shouting slogans and demanding free elections. They are well organized, so our only two real alternatives are to clear the square by force and hunt down and arrest the leaders and organizers, or to meet their demands and allow elections. Now, allowing elections would be a pretty terrible idea because our popularity is 0.7%, so we'd lose. So we're gonna clear the street rebel and hunt down their leaders. We're gonna ban Al Jazeera. This is probably pretty bad, considering, wait, Al Jazeera? Hello, where is Al Jazeera? Didn't I literally just ban you? I suppose it's just bugged. Now, there is a bit of an issue, though. Stability is bugged. Jihad! Kill them all for Arabia! No, not jihad. Glorious national resurgence or something. Houthis rise up. Bro, I'm not the Saudis. I am the Baathists. Look, Republic of Arabia. I know that the flag is kind of dumb, but I don't know. I know that the flag is kind of dumb, but I don't know. It doesn't change. ISIL has left the chat. Of course, my friend. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we're gonna take Dubai so that they can't, or actually we should be taking Abu Dhabi ASAP because that's where the port is. Oh, and by the way, all throughout this, the United States loves me. Well, that's quite good. It's like, yeah, you know, give me licenses, I guess. Is there anything we need? ATGMs, self-propelled artillery. So yeah. 15th of February, okay. Oh shit. They made this guy run away. It's pretty sad. No, that's wrong. I hate how it selected everyone. That was not my intention. Okay, so I need his artillery, actually. Paladin. Ooh, tech difference is too high. Oh, you finally have strategic reasons to be hostile. Amazing. You will give me the 1985. Amazing. Malaysia and Indonesia has broken relations. Are you sure, my friend? I somehow don't think so. I think they love us. I think they love us. Oh shit. Really now? Huh. This could be an issue. Looks like he's broken through. Huh. So, okay. Jordanians are breaking through down here. That's fine though. That can be dealt with, especially because we're about to finish this problem. We're about to finish off this problem, and then down here, we just need a couple more attacks, really. Really now? Ooh, okay, I see what's going on down here. Okay, this should be most of the end of eastern Yemen. Oh, okay. Good, we have more GDP per capita. Amazing. Papa Woodstock will unite the Arab world to realize the dream of Gamal Abdel Nasser. I'll try, brother. I might not succeed because there's a ton of Jordanians and, you know, Jordanian friends up here, but it should be doable, Especially because Abu Dhabi is about to be ours. Amazing. Bosnia sending divisions to support Yemen. Unacceptable. And of course, in real life, here comes the helicopter just right outside my home. I suppose wanting to, you know, hunt down and murder fucking Hamza al-Amin. Notorious international outlaw. Alright, Marines, it's time to go. Oh, damn it. Got this stupid-ass Yemeni infantry down there. How many casualties have we taken so far? I like how we are supposedly with Arabistan and Iran. Oh, yeah. Look at that, they're at war. Huh, amazing. Anyway, we've lost 1,000. That's fine. The Israelis have killed some of our men. They shall be avenged against the evil Yahud. Korea DPR gains SCO membership. Of course they do. Of course they do, brother. Okay, Abu Dhabi's almost ours. Excellent. We need to finish this place as soon as possible so that, like, no random Japanese units can come in or anything like that. We need to retreat from there. And this is potentially quite dangerous. Thankfully, this is just, like, empty fucking desert, but, you know, you get down here, you get into cities and all that. So that's pretty bad. Are you in Vietnam? No, I'm not in Vietnam, brother. Vietnam seems to have dealt with their naval invasion just fine. Amazing. Look, I love this. Both the Chinese and the Russians... Well, the Russians less than the Chinese, but like both the Chinese and the Americans just love me so much. It's amazing. Oh, bro, we are about to take Sana'a. We are about to take Sana'a, my friends, for the glory of the Arab state. All right, what do we need? We need CNC equipment, we need ATGMs, we need self-propelled AA, we need self-propelled artillery. We're working on both of those things. We need fucking strike fighters. America. Wala America, or well, however you say death to America. Are you gonna send me? You said strike fighters, right? Yeah, strike fighters, I suppose. Yeah, but I've got 4th gen strike fighters already. I could get a 4.5 gen though in the F-15E Eagle Strike A6. How amazing. 4.5 generation strike craft. Oh yes, American military porn. Nope, you do not run away from that pocket, brother. Oh no, they've called in Somalia, how dare they. Excellent, my friend. Okay. This is over. Who have you? You have expelled Bahrain and not me. I am very happy. I am very happy that you decided to keep me. Gulf fools. Alright, excellent. This army needs to now finish off Dubai. Oh my god. Oh my god. Even more wars. Is this part of the Arabian Peninsula? No, it's only Arabia, so they're not actually getting... Oh, I do have these attack helicopters. No, that's fine. Let us get some attack helicopters working in there. Our glorious Ba'athist Apaches. Yes, the Yemeni dogs are dying! Will you play TNO Don't Surf when it comes out on May the 1st? Yes, I will, my friends. Vanquish the enemies of Ba'ath. Yes, we shall. TNO Burma when? I don't think ever. I don't know. Burma. Stop the Muslim Brotherhood crackdowns. So where's the actual crackdown on the Muslim Brotherhood? Okay, yeah, minus 5% fucking stability. Like, our stability is just fuck me, man. One day we'll have stability. Okay, so now we're gonna attack Aden and hopefully capture the port. Oh crap. This guy seems to have called in aid of fucking Morocco. Morocco's sending reinforcements. How dare he? Okay, the attack on Dubai, though, needs to, like, win right now so that I can send these guys onto this front and stabilize it and then push into Israel, where the pathetic Jews will fight us. Okay, now we're finally getting quite a bit of... I love this. American military assistance. Our American friends have sent us a military delegation in order to modernize and train our military. Yes, of course we shall. Thank you for the war support. That's amazing. Good. Most of the Yemeni Arab Republic army is probably dying right over here. Siege of Dubai, lol. I know, right? I killed the Bosnians. Yes, I did. The Bosnians, those traitors have been defeated. Wait, the Federal Republic of Ethiopia wants on an aggression. So Eritrea is part of the Organization for International Security. Are there enemy ships in these straits? There are enemy ships. But I don't know, maybe we could, like, just naval invade behind them. I don't know. That might be dreams for another time. Excellent, brothers. Fall of Sana'a. The Republic of Arabia has captured the strategic city of Sana'a in Yemen. Though the city is in ruins, they'll celebrate this long-fought battle throughout the night. Yes. Alright, now we got a ton more military factories. This could be actually pretty bad. Because guess what? I've got huge fucking military expenditure. So, yeah, this is giving us a lot more military industry output, although it's also making us spend a lot of fucking money. However, I feel like if we just get out of this recession and get out of this minus 40% tax revenue and also minus 20% from the corruption, we're gonna have a ton more taxes and thus this is gonna be fine. So that's probably our first priority of the day. Gonna start to get those firearms and air superiority fighters. Air superiority means interceptors, right? No, it doesn't mean interceptors. Ooh, multi-role fighters, actually. Give me some multi-role fighters, my friend. 4.5th generation multi-role? Sure. You'll just give me the F-16 Falcon. Amazing. Amazing thing, brother. Are we still not producing any fucking self-propelled AA? Are you sure about that? No, we are producing self-propelled AA, just at an excruciatingly slow rate. Also, I love how our army is Abrams tanks. No more Battle of 76 Easting, you know? We're gonna have the Abrams this time. This is amazing. It's quite good. Anything else that we have desperate need of, actually? I mean, I suppose interceptors can't hurt. So, Panavia Tornadoes. It is. Yemen is gone! Wait, go away, red communist? What the fuck? Oh, communist demonstrations occurred in Sarajevo. Go away, red communist. Yes, fucking... We will kill all 1.2 billion of the red communists. Also, I love being Arabia because I don't have to worry about fuel. It's just amazing. Alright. Now these divisions can go into the Western Front, or I suppose the Northern Front. Why would economy money machine not go brrr? I mean, our if you look at our international debt right now, you can definitely see that our money printers are going very brrr. Alright, we just need to take Aden, and then the Yemen campaign is finished. Now, we've also got these airborne divisions, but I somehow don't think that it would be the best idea to utilize them over here. Although, bro, if we were to drop airborne in this area, that would be so awesome. But for now, I'm just gonna send them over here into the eastern part of Yemen to deal with that. Actually, you motherfuckers stay here. Wait, no. No. That's not what I said. Good. Oh, I'm also gonna raid terrorist hideouts because I've got a critical terrorism threat, which is not fun. Come on, pour more troops into fucking Aden. They've got a lot more combat whiff in this fight, so they're probably gonna perform quite well, but we're piercing their armor, and we've got a ton more air superiority than they do, so that's quite good. Where is the Israeli Air Force, you know? It's probably in Israel, you know? I love that we have air superiority, you know, with our fucking American-made tank, or fighter jets. How does the economy in this mod work? Well, the more civilian factories you have, the more GDP you have. The more GDP you have, the more taxes you have. The more money you have, the more you can invest it, which means that you get more money, but also more influence in countries, which can turn other countries into your allies and puppets. And also you can use money to spend on essentially laws and on weapons to make yourself stronger. And if you're in debt, it's fine, but if you're too much in debt, then you go bankrupt. And you lose. Because if you go bankrupt, shit goes bad. But if you get a lot of GDP per capita, which right now we do, you know, especially if you go at the higher rates at the higher levels of GDP per capita, you get a lot less interest rate on your debt, which means that essentially, like, it takes a long time for you to go bankrupt because it would take a long time for you to default. Oh, yes! I love this. I love this so much. Abu Dhabi has been taken by the glorious forces. Now, you're not guaranteed by anyone, are you? The war economy must not stop. Oh, look, we captured 64 BMP frees. And, well, some planes too. Freed Assault Mirage 2000. 7 Apaches. Not bad. And a ton of convoys, although we don't particularly need those. And some transport helicopters. Those can be useful. Those can be useful. Oh wow, we have lost a lot of strike aircraft. Yeah, I need more of that. What else? He lost a ton of helicopters. So produce more Apaches, goddammit. Bathist Apaches must continue soaring through the skies of Arabia. Alright, we are fucking moving into Aden, boys. There go the United Arab Emirates. Amazing brothers! Hail Arabia! Yes. Yeah, I can still buy guns, I know. Can you make the big brain artillery only divisions in this mod? Yes, of course you can. They're just bad, though. Over 200 ATGMs. The UAE can do nothing. Well, I mean, yeah, we just murdered them. I like how they've got some SAMs as well. So that will help defend the motherland against enemy aggressions. Alright, this is a bit problematic, it seems. It seems like the enemy are loving to push in. Oh wow, there's a ton of Japanese out here. Huh, although our divisions are very much superior. So once we're finished wrapping up this stuff... Yo, where did all these guys go? I don't know. Yeah, we can definitely do some good counterattacks around these parts. Oh, no. We were actually winning. And somehow these guys are getting supplied. I'm not sure exactly how this is... Oh, I know a good idea, actually. Yeah, get all these guys. Send them up. Use them here. And also, I've got transport planes, boys. So I can use air supply. Oh shit, though. They've got air superiority around here. That is not good stuff. I'm gonna use our air superiority fighters to get air superiority over the Levant. Or the Levant. The Islamic State of Syria and the Levant. And their Levant. So that should give us some measure of air supply. Although it looks like air supply is bugged as always. So that's not fun. Alright. Holy crap, that's a ton of divisions. Justification for Qatar is finished. Amazing. You're not guaranteed by anyone, are you? No. Excellent. Of course, Qatar joins the Organization for International Security, as you'd expect. You're also not guaranteed by anyone, so might as well get a war goal on you. I'm gonna leave Oman be for now because they're a bit bigger. They might have a bit of a better military. Woodstock versus the world for the glorious Abath Arab Republic. Yes, my friend. Reject the Salafism and embrace Ba'ath. This chat is getting fucking nasty. This chat is getting glorious. Oh, by the way, the Finnish are in the Organization for International Security, so the fucking Finnish are coming in droves to to join their fucking Finno-tyrannic brethren in the defense of all that is unholy, I suppose. Come out here, Israel! Yes, Israel! Look, it is the enemy fighters! The F-15s versus Panavi Tornado AFVs. Where the fuck are my F-15s, though? I wonder. Our fighters lost 5, their fighters lost 0. Oh, this is pretty sad. Oh shit, actually, I should be using these interceptors up here in the Levant, and I should be using these air superiority fighters down here, because that's where the enemy planes are. So our air superiority fighters should be quite good. Although, you know, to be fair, I've got a ton of fucking SAMs, so I'm not sure exactly what they're supposed to be doing. The fall of Aden! Yes! The enemy troops gonna be supplied in Yemen now, and we've captured 292 T-55s. How amazing. See, this is quite hilarious because I've just watched a video of like a T-34 in the Yemeni civil war. Basically a ghetto T-34 that was doing some pretty ghetto T-34 shit. And so, essentially this is kind of hilarious because it's like, I'm guessing that some of those T-55s are actually T-34 85s. We've also captured an Ilyushin Il-876 transport plane and a C-130 Hercules transport plane and 250,000 units of fuel. A ton of small arms, Colt C-8 carbine, 2 MiG-29s, amazing. A ton of SAMs, actually, OSAs, some Grad self-propelled artillery. Yeah, we've got a bunch of, even Phantom II fucking planes. How amazing. Phantom II close air supports. Al-Yemen has capitulated, my brothers. All right, let's see if we can utilize these guys to win this fight, although it's not looking all that good. No, we're gonna lose eventually here. Qatar has been defeated. Yeah, we're just like robbing essentially these guys of their equipment, I suppose. That is what is happening. Now these guys, we could attack them. The problem is they're over a strait crossing, which is not, you know, ideal. They have a Liwa Mushat Mekaniki. They have a Katiba Al-Kutwat Al-Khasa and a Liwa Mudara. So they're, you know, relatively strong. Like, translation, these guys can hold their own, but like on the other side of the strait. How are you looking, my friend? Actually, how's the front looking? We have reacquired most of the lost positions. Excellent. What do we need? What do we need? Self-propelled AA, artillery. We need artillery, but we can just buy artillery now, can't we? Okay. I mean, I suppose we might as well. What kind of artillery? Oh, 1965. No. My friend, do not worry. Thanks to our high GDP per capita and fucking HDI, we can buy the artillery to kill the Finnish, you know? Amazing. Where's arms deals? I love how we can offer a ceasefire. I wonder what that would do. Give me some artillery pieces, everyone. Love the Singaporean artillery pieces, by the way. We need more strike fighters, bro. Artillery. Recon tanks. Might not be a bad idea. Although I suppose, let's see what happens if we try to train more units. What are we lacking now? Still artillery. And, oh, you have not updated yet. Please give me an update, my friend. Qatar has capitulated! Amazing. Really now? Well, we appear to be very well set. We're still lacking a lot of attack helicopters. Because these things go down very, very easily. Even if they're, like, heavily upgraded. I like how we're producing fucking 1 Apache per week. The glorious Ba'athist Apaches will destroy the enemies of Arabia. Almat Lamrika! Yes, of course. Caliphate of the chat. Hey, comrade. How is it going? Wait, Bahrain. Wait, I did justify on Bahrain. I mean, I don't lose the justification anyway. Although, I have just finished here, so... I suppose I could use these guys, who are Marines, you know? Excellent. Excellent job, my brothers. Let's see if we can actually push in. Yeah, we can push in against these Japanese dogs. Huh. Apparently, the Republic of Arabia has been expelled from the Gulf Cooperation Council. Interesting. I wonder why. Might it be because of we have invaded half of the Gulf Cooperation Council? No, I am not joining your fucking goddamn faction. Ah, yes, the terrorists have been killed. That's really good. We need to kill more terrorists. I need to subsidize Western culture, by the way. Hello, comrade Nestor Machno. А разве нельзя поменять флаг на баасидский? Я пытался, но с модом Hearts of Iron 4 я просто не могу относиться. Я не мододел. Сейчас. Я пытаюсь научить, но это трудно, потому что я никогда не учился программинг, поэтому мне трудно его сделать. Iran IRL has a missile-based economy, so that's fun. What do you mean? Ace Combat Time, of course. Yes, the Ripcord T-34. I exactly watched that one. And yes, I do watch Mark Felton Productions. They've got some good stuff. Or he's got some good stuff. It's pretty good. I like him. Whoa, how much did you build up your SAMs there? Holy shit, I'm actually gonna SAM up the Persian Gulf. Brazil! Brazil, my good friend! My good friend of Arabia! Brazil, yes. Brazil. It is the greatest country. Come to Brazil. I will come to Brazil, my friend. I'm not even sure what this accent is supposed to be. Dab on the hen. Okay, now, look at this shit. Look at this. This is glorious. Money printer go brr. We have a 4% interest rate on debt, right? And we have a 6% return on investment. Which means that if we just start investing on a whole bunch of random countries, like Oman. Shit. Well, still, if we just start investing on these countries, we'll get more international investment back than we lose, all right? And you know what? This is a really big brain idea, because I'm gonna kill Oman. You know? Kuwait too, I suppose, although he's guaranteed by Wala Lamrika. Eventually, I do want to kill him, though. Invest in Gaza. Invest in Eastern Gaza, brother. So I'm just gonna invest in all these countries, you know. What the fuck do you mean construction permission refused, piece of shit? Now, they do not fucking realize this. They do not fucking realize this. Look, I'm building infrastructure in Libya. What could this purpose be served? Or, no, what purpose could be served by this? Wait, is Libya still like 100 million? Yeah, look at that, 20,000 GDP per capita. Libya's an amazing country, by the way. I'm building fucking infrastructure here, right? They think like, oh, good, these Republic of Arabia development projects, so good, so good. They don't understand that after I've killed the Egyptians, I'm gonna come in and invade Libya through the highways that I've built with my own construction crews. Isn't this amazing, brother? This is just the greatest thing in the world. Now, fucking emerging Pakistan. Pakistan is a country that we could, like, switch to our side peacefully, so I'm gonna invest in them quite a bit to get ourselves some influence in this region. And build a bit of an Arabian-Pakistani economic corridor. Oh, I've got too many projects out here. Got a bit too many projects. Like how he's got no faction, that's amazing. And then I'm just gonna buy a bunch of weapons with the rest of the money. Give me all those small arms. Give me all the command equipment, all the stingers, all the ATGMs, all the artillery, although apparently I've already done that. Oh yeah, right, I was already buying that. Shit. All right. Logistics, how dare you? Doesn't Libya only have one highway when it was built by the glorious Italian? See, I think Gaddafi improved on that, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we've seen the Iranian fucking missile capabilities a few fucking months ago. When they, you know, dabbed epically on all the Saudi oil fields. That knocked out fucking half the Saudi oil production, which is a lot. All right. Wait, where the fuck are my Marines? Hooah, Marines! Come. We have enemies to kill. Okay, now with all these divisions, I think we can finish off Al-Qaeda, or whatever is the pronunciation of this stupid place. Alright, I think the rest of the money can just be, like, dumped on random places. Like Algeria, I suppose, is a good idea, actually. Invest in Eastern Algeria, brother. Excellent, my friend. So we've invested all of our money, and that gives us quite a bit more international weight, international investment. Good. Wow. Okay, these guys really, really like being there, I suppose. That's a lot of divisions. Okay, it's time to speed up. Rocket assembly go brrr. That is basically Iran and North Korea gang in a nutshell. Although I suppose it's also Iraq gang, considering Scud, you know. Oh no, Bahrain has been invited into the Japanese faction. Can we actually defeat these motherfuckers? Bahrain is in the Persian Gulf. Oh yeah, they are. So I suppose I can use my attack helicopters to fuck them up real hard. And yeah, eventually I'm gonna win. Excellent, so this was a great idea. Ho ho ho! It appears as if the enemy forces out here are weak. We are going to destroy the Israelis, my friends. The Syrian Arab Republic has capitulated. Okay. Okay, NATO. You got them. But you haven't gotten me yet, my friends. Do not worry. I am coming for you. I am coming for you. FR is half broken right now. You mean Führerreich or... why are there V2 rockets flying around Arabia? It's because the SAM sites are coded after basically the base game rocket bases, which are supposed to be V2s, right? Strategic bombing rockets. But in this, they're SAMs, right? So they intercept enemy planes and suicide. So they use the same model because they haven't switched around that model, but it's that stuff basically. Yeah, you could have, you have missed out on so many dinars. Fucking, like, yes, Rashid, you could have invested in Eastern Algeria, but you didn't, and now you're a poor man with no dinars. I'm sorry, brother, but you should have invested in Eastern Algeria. You would be the richest man in Arabia right now if you had. These opportunities you have lost will forever weigh upon your conscience. Yo. Okay, this is a problem, actually, guys. This is a problem. Looks like they really love landing ships and troops in Al Qaeda. Well, I've got an answer for them, actually. The glorious Republican Navy is ready to do its duty to defend the motherland. And the way it's gonna do that is by convoy raiding in the Gulf of Aden. Ba'athist pirates. Oh, wait. The Mandeb Strait? You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's so good. That's actually awesome. So we're gonna need to invade across the Mandeb Straits to get this part of the Navy in the battle. Anyway, I want to do some convoy raiding. Yeah, we can get across this strait. So that these enemy divisions don't get as many supplies, although it already seems like they don't have nearly as many supplies as they require. Look at that shit. Wait, do I have naval bombers? Holy crap, that's not good. No, I don't have naval bombers, but I've got strike fighters. So I could come down here and naval strike these guys. And that's gonna strike their convoys even fucking harder. Yes, also port strike, thank you. Just in case they're hiding anyone on these ports. Any ships, I mean. No, I don't need the air supply anymore. I just want air superiority down here. Because the enemy air force is starting to become competent. Which is more than could have been said for them earlier. Ace pilot. Ace pilot. Of course. You know, one thing that I hate about fighting Arab countries in this game, in Millennium Dawn, is that they all have the same fucking flag. And so you never know, you know, like from just the icons, the units. Is it Yemen? Is it Egypt? Is it Sudan? Is it Iraq? I don't know. They all look the fucking same. I swear they do. Breaking Zimbabwe's Rhodesia again. No. Fuck off. Fuck off with your cancer Rhodesia. I'm honestly thinking to disable the chat screen. To avoid my video being fucking contaminated with these like horrible news feeds that you fuckers are producing about like anime in this godforsaken world of suffering and pain. Holy shit! Wait, how the fuck are you? How the fuck are your convoys sinking F-15 fighters? What have you got on these convoys? Fucking SAMs? That's insane. Well, I mean, at the very least, I am just demolished. Yes, I am destroying their frigates. Although this is costing me quite a lot of F-15s, goddammit. Good. Good, my friends. Good, my friends. Do I see enemy ships? Yes, 67 ships have been bombed. Amazing. I am guessing that Al Yemen is now running out of convoys. Not enough intel. Oh, you motherfucker. I don't have enough intel for their convoys. Holy shit, they've got a ton of convoys. Holy crap, these people have a fuckload of convoys. Look at this shit. China, what have you been doing? Oh, I suppose your entire navy has been wiped out by... Oh, right, you're at war with the United States. Understandable how your entire navy has been wiped out. I see what happened there. You know, what's amazing is that... See, I thought that invading Bahrain would be pretty difficult, but I suppose they've only got the one tile, so they can't exactly reinforce anywhere. They can't run and they cannot hide. And they definitely cannot break on through to the other side. Breaking down! The convoy SAMs go whoosh! Arabi kamikaze! Of course, my friends. Yeah, you motherfuckers were about to get your ass fucking NKVD'd. I need to subsidize that Western culture. Like how I can deport the Shias. Deport the Shias. That increases the popularity of nationalism, I suppose. Raid the terrorists. We're gonna kill the Palestinians. And the Israelis. Because we are just so big brain. Oh, we can finally get out of the fucking depression. Holy shit, that's expensive to upgrade. Alright, we are fucking increasing our GDP per capita, so it's getting more expensive to upgrade our economic cycle. Take them down. Let none get through. No enemy vessels shall bring supplies to these motherfuckers. You know what's even better is that if they're gonna try to run away with all these divisions, we're gonna have people waiting for them and sink all their divisions. This is gonna be amazing very, very soon. Oh yes! Oh yes! You're fucked! Excellent. Now. We need to take Djibouti. We need to take Djibouti and Tadjoura so that we control the Straits of Mandeb. So that's the next objective. And I'm gonna bring these guys down here. There goes Bahrain. No, 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 do not utilize fucking naval. No, 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 do not utilize naval. We may have naval supremacy in some areas, but... You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. How do I prevent this? How do I fucking prevent this? Right. How about I... Although, would I really be that bad? My intel's not picking up any enemy ships. This might be a good idea. It's probably a terrible idea. I'm probably about to lose a ton of guys, but whatever. That's fine. That is very fine, my friends. Sacrifices must be made for the Ba'athist revolution. All right. Get the interceptors intercepting. Good, good. Oh, they're doing a big offensive, actually. So, retreat a little bit. Get ourselves into a bit of a better defensive position. You can take my Djibouti, Woodstock. Oh, that's good, that's good. Excellent. I love that. Hit the stop key. No, you don't understand. See, if I hit the stop key, right, what happens is, I think you mean this one, right? If I hit it, he's gonna stop whatever route he is planning on taking, right? And just go idle. But guess what? I haven't, like, canceled his orders. So the AI is still gonna be like, well, what's the best way of getting there, right? I have just been told to not do this, right? But I'm still being told to go here. So what do? I calculate the fastest path, right? And of course, this naval path is available. Because my master and commander, my human overlord, has not, like, said, you know, that this shit is not allowed, right? Because if I like, click that it's not allowed, then ships and transport, or, you know, navies and transports cannot get through. But since I haven't done that, then he's like, okay, the fastest route is by ship. So he goes back to exactly the same thought process that he was doing before. And so the result is that he then goes on the same route anyway. So that's no use to me, because then I'd have to manually plot a route or whatever. And I don't want to, like, click that he doesn't, you know, have the permission to go there, because then, like, for example, if my fleet has to fucking run away or something, they're like, hey, bruh, you told me that you cannot go to the Gulf of Oman, and I cannot cross the Strait of Mandeb, so I guess I'm just stuck here and I'm gonna die. We haven't gotten to fucking Osgu level AI yet. We cannot make the AI run the Soviet Union yet. Unfortunately. Eritrea annexed Ethiopia. Yes, they did. This is so good, boys. Apologies for bad England. Where were you when Arabia got bathist? I was at home when Amid ring me. Arabia is bath. No. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure Amid would have told them, stop watching porn and come into the glorious fucking Ba'athist army or something. I don't know. This is so cancer. Eritrean Ethiopian Empire. I love it. I love it so much. No, no, no. I don't want you to go back there. Don't worry, my friend. So, my good friend Yemen, or sorry, Oman, how are your units looking? You have a Katiba Midali, pretty weak. Fauj Mushat, also relatively weak. You have a Firka Mudara, that's pretty strong. You have a Fauj Mushat, not that impressive, to be honest. Your military is fucking terrible. I'm gonna kill you. The fuck are you doing? Stupid tank. What the hell are you doing? All right, we have just trapped 10 divisions. That is quite awesome. I like how there's Japanese on fucking Socotra. By the way, the fucking UAE invaded Socotra like a couple years ago. They had to withdraw, but they almost fucking straight up like annexed this island. The fucking UAE. Just goes to show you how weird these like Middle Eastern wars are. Because the UAE is technically allied of the Saudis in Yemen. It's technically part of the coalition, but they're playing their own game. All throughout. Whoa, that was a lot of convoys. Holy shit. You know, by the way, like, us doing this is probably destroying the world economy because through here passes a good, like, I'm not sure of the percentages, but like, for example, if we're talking here, it's like a 25% of all world trade passes through this place. Maybe even 50%, something like it. I don't remember the numbers correctly. But here, it's not as important as here, but it's still pretty important because, you know, guess what? All the ships coming from here to here are passing through here. So this is probably fucking destroying the world economy. In this world, we're all fucking like on government handouts, essentially. This is the Millenium Dawn special, I suppose. Alrighty then. Did I not have other units? Right. I believe you're required up there, brother. Good. The Arabian Peninsula is almost united under one banner. The banner of Baathism. This is cringe. I am gonna kill you. Yes. Assalamu alaikum, Baathist brothers. Yes, assalamu alaikum, my brother. Hey, Papa, is Arabia gonna be thick? I mean, it's already looking pretty thick. It's about to be thicker when I eliminate the last speck of cancer from our shores. But then it's gonna be even thicker when we own like this. And I suppose at this point, we can also take over this because we're at war with it, might as well. Amazing, my friends. We could technically naval invade right now, but I want to finish off the pocket first so that I can, I have a couple of armor divisions in reserve. Arabistan has capitulated. Fucking Arabistan. Looks like the international coalition is finally defeating Iran, even though they were having a lot of trouble earlier with Iran. Japan abandons defensive principles. With the world growing more and more tense, the Japanese government has declared that they would be ready to defend Japanese interests and its ideological persistence both at home and abroad. Death to Japan! Walal Japan! Which is supposed to be death to Japan in my broken Arabic. Anyway. Our glorious Straits invasion force is getting ready. Oh crap. We've lost fucking 5 guided missile corvettes. Oh, piece of shit. We've lost naval supremacy in the Gulf of Aden. Oh, so much for my plans to naval invade. Well, you motherfuckers brought this on yourself. Now I'm gonna fuck you up. Where I'm strongest, which is the Arabian Peninsula. Hello, Moroccanese traitors. You motherfucking Moroccanese traitors. You will die a traitor's death. Al-Maut li Japan. Is this PP music? What do you mean by PP music? I mean, China and the US is at war. That probably crashes the world economy even harder. Oh yeah, you're probably right. You are probably very right in there, my friend. I have not thought of that. And I probably should have. You know, we're probably gonna clear it. Yeah, look at that. Wait, what is that? What the fuck is that? That's literally a ship girl. Well, not literally, thankfully. Yeah, like, we're sinking the Japanese name. See, I feel like they should have realized that this was gonna happen, you know? It's like, naval aviation beats navies. Yeah, Japan. I feel like maybe they should have figured this out the first fucking time, you know? Maybe they should have figured it out. Anyway, we've got 36 fucking transport planes, which means that we could utilize our airborne forces. Jesus Christ, babies. Anyway, could utilize our airborne forces to get into Djibouti through that route. How much is it gonna be to do this? 240 political power. Okay, understandable. A woman! I know, right? Ship waifu. Although I suppose we're not Saudis, so a woman driving a ship and being in a command position is not the worst thing in the world, you know? We in the Arab Republic of Arabia, the Arab Republic of Arabia, what am I even talking about? We in the Arab Republic of Arabia are progressive. We only lightly beat women. Alright. Alright, Oman, you're fucked. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're completely fucked. Rafo Masirach. Royal Air Force. No, I don't even know what Rafo could be. A brand of chocolate, probably. Of course you joined the Organization for International Security. You know, this is a blessing in disguise that they're all joining the Organization for International Security. Because guess what? Guess what they would fucking join if that did not exist. Guess what they would fucking join? Guess what they would fucking join? If it existed, NATO. If it didn't exist, CSTO. So I'm actually making life a whole lot fucking easier for me to fight the fucking anime girls. And admittedly, they have Taiwan. Bro. The Anime Taiwanese Alliance. Wait, United States? Who's got volunteers from the US? Wait, no, the US is at... Oh, right, the US is at war with China. Oh, that's probably why. Anyway, the US... Oh, the US Taiwanese! Yes, of course, the US Taiwanese! The US Taiwanese Alliance is back and they're gonna reclaim the mainland for the Kuomintang! Zhonghua Mingguo Wan Sui! Fucking hell. What the hell's going on over here? The Arabian Republic of Arabians. What? Nobody wants to join the based Shanghai Pact. Bro, people are joining the Shanghai Pact. It's just that everyone who joins the Shanghai Pact is at war with half the world, and so they get invaded and die and get killed and die. Ethiopia joined the Shanghai Pact, but they got dabbed on by Eritrea. Syria joined the Shanghai Pact. Oh, by the way, I love the Deir ez-Zor. Controlled by Jordan. This is the new Deir ez-Zor pocket, by the way, controlled by Jordan, while everything else is back under France and a random stretch of desert in Palmyra under the US. This is more realistic than it looks, I suppose. Oh, what the fuck? Bro, France is at it again. The Alawites. What do you mean? Hatay. Right, when they took over Turkey, I suppose France got its... Oh, France got everything. And they... What? They're Shias! The followers of the Imam Ali. What is happening? The French are in Beirut again. Okay, so... Colonialism boogaloo aside, go forth and reclaim China! Once way! Fucking base Taiwan. Why not join Russia? No. How about no? Like, how about fucking no? Could we join Russia even? No, CSTO requires the joining country to have greater than 30% emerging outlook, and we have 10%, so... No, and plus we are nationalists, you know. We do not particularly care about joining the alliances of the, you know, of the Takfiris, or we wouldn't say Takfiris, but let's just say Takfiris, of the Murtaddin. Of the Kuffars. The Kuffar imperialists. Ah, yes! Die, Jordanian armor! Wait, what is Jordan even using for armor? What is your equipment? Enemy combat losses. Can I see this in detail? Yes, I can. Yes, I can, brother. Wait, that is Jordan, right? Yes, that is Jordan. Of course, Jordan has the same fucking flag as everyone else, so... Yay. Ramses II tank. What the fuck are we talking about? Honestly, I don't see any Jordanian tanks over here. But we're just destroying fucking everything. All kinds of shit. They've got BMPs. They've got Type 89 Japanese shit. Got a ton of Leclerc tanks. Really? Are they getting lend-leased by the French? Turkey. Turkey's a French puppet. Maybe they're sending them French Merkavas. Wait, no, that's Israel supporting Sudan. Turkey is supporting Jordan. I don't understand what's... Look, yeah! They're getting fucking French! Al-Faransu! Al-Faransu infidels! Infidel imperialist Al-Faransu want to subjugate the Arab people again. We shall kill them. I don't even know anymore, man. Kill the French. France is the second great Satan. Of course, my friends. I think Japan has access for Iraq. Yeah, but they can't do anything. It's Hearts of Iron. You cannot invade through someone you have access from. Only if they join your faction. And Iraq cannot join... Wait, they could, technically. They could technically join the organization of fuck you. Because for some reason, they're not an American puppet anymore. No, they are not an Bro, Iraq is not an American puppet anymore. We could take fucking Iraq, too. Take the Iraqis. Kill Iraq. Man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This stuff is about to increase in basedness. Alright, man, we're starting to lose equipment. Man pads we need. Man pads is what we need. We need recon tanks too, though. So I'm gonna actually... Oh, wow, we have a ton of factories. Give me some recon tanks. I suppose we need engineer tanks too, so give me engineer tanks. Can we do stagnation? No, we cannot, so I don't care about that. Got a ton of small arms. Self-propelled artillery, recon tank, transport helicopter, strike fighters, man. Our aircraft situation is pretty nasty. Wouldn't mind some man pads. Although we can only do fucking 1965 man pads. Can we, like, get your license for better man pads? Thank you. Give me the stingers, like you did with the fucking Mujahideen. This will certainly not, like... This will certainly not come back to bite you, America. This will certainly not come back to bite you in the rear. I will definitely not use these stingers against your aircraft. Did they buy it? Did they buy it, my good friend Kamil? Said foreign minister, did they buy the stupid thing that we stole them? I think they did. Alright. So, war's looking amazing actually. Front is stabilized. There's not nearly as many divisions over here as we can eventually deploy. We can start like seriously pushing into their territory now. Their air superiority is still gonna be annoying, but hey, what can you do? What can you do anymore? Oman is gonna die very soon. Everyone's getting expelled from the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC. All the enemy ships are dying. And eventually they're literally all going to be dead. And then we can invade Iraq and reclaim the original home of Baathism. Amazing. Although, unfortunately, Syria is gonna have to wait a long time for that. Probably never get it. Baluchistan? Yes, Baluchistan. The Americans, well, actually a lot of countries, for example, we also get this focus. If we go to this part of the focus tree and amplify sectarian rhetoric, after we have rallied the Sunnis, we can support the Iranian separatists, which sends small arms to the Arab rebels, which is Arabistan, and sends small arms to the Baluchistan rebels, and then we get a puppet focus on Iran. So yeah, That is the greatest stuff. Now, should we take this regional upheaval? No, not yet. We still are pretty bad on the political power, so I'm not going to take any focuses for now. Love the port strikes. They're losing a ton of ships over here. Excellent. We're gonna need to start building fucking ships ourselves. Yo, since the Americans are so gladly granting us those licenses, we can build some good ships, actually. So build those dockyards, my good friend. All right, get across the desert. What the fuck are you talking about with lemons? Could you please check what faction Macedonia is in? Of course. There goes Oman. Excellent. Very good. Macedonia, Macedonia, Confederate European nations. You are the only member of the Confederate European nations. See, I think the Confederate European nations was started by nationalist Serbia. Ibrahim Rugova. Interesting. Huh. Although the most influence is American. They are nationalist with Vumro in charge. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there. However, Democratic forces, Democratic Party, Democratic Party, Democratic Party. Wait, Europeans? What? Oh, he's gonna fucking dab on them Eurosceptics. Oh, he pursued that European cooperation real hard. I wonder how much they're progressing down the Europe tree. I'll cheat a little bit just to see him. Huh. They still haven't progressed past the European Constitution. That's usually what holds up things quite heavily. Although they are actually going down some of the financial institutions, so EU is coming along quite a bit, quite strongly. PSOE. Oh, Pedro Sanchez, what the fuck? That's oddly realistic. Jacques Chirac. Oh, yes, he's still under the Chad. This guy, this person. Fucking Geert Wilders. Yeah, the Netherlands has gotten out of the EU. Fucking Venstre, still fucking William Hague. Karl Ivar Hagen, Fremskrittspartiet. Sure. And yeah, right. Still this glorious Viktor Yanukovych in Ukraine. Wait. Oh, Lukashenko's gone. Belarusian Popular Front. What? Lukashenko has gone crab dance, I suppose. Yeah, he's still got Tsung. Alright. Alright, wait. Us above all? Are you? Okay, North Korea seriously loving the nationalism. Seriously loving that nationalism. Buongiorno, sono d'Alema. Yes, of course. See ya, public universal friend. Oh no, it's Merkel. Everyone run. Wait, what? Where? Oh. Puts the conservative CDU in power. No, he's not doing Schröder dry. Angela Merkel is back. Fucking hell, bro. No. You need to. You need to do that. The Suez Canal will be once more Arabian. Okay, I feel like it's time for the final offensive. Oh, Damascus, hello. Oh. No. You do not do that. That's a bad idea. Ho, here comes Uzbekistan into the CSTO. We only have very few countries not in the CSTO right now. Holy shit. The Japanese are trying to run away from the pocket. Prevent them. Huh. We have resistance in fucking Damascus. Okay. No, I don't particularly like you using that. Production cost per suppression. Huh. Apparently Royal Guard, you know, just standard infantry are just the best for suppression. Yeah, I know, Royal Guard. I should rename this the Republican fucking Guard. Although it's not, you know, it's not the real Republican Guard, you know. Real Republican Guard would be mechanized, of course. Oh no, the Japanese are fucking escaping the pocket. Alright, let them. No, fuck off, China. I don't want to join your shitty faction. .404 UN not found. That is pretty accurate, I suppose. I mean, to be fair, IRL, we can say the same thing. 404 UN not found. They haven't been exactly doing much lately. Join the EU as Arabia. That's not possible, unfortunately. It would be a big meme though. All right. Okay, there's no more enemy fucking
Раз невозможно избежать большой войны, то нам теперь не до красивых жестов. Я вижу, что настал великий час, и вспыхнуть конфликт мультилокальный, не ровен час со временем для вас. Вдруг обернется революция.
Need to build at least one ship before I can start this. Although need to build at least one ship, and that's a bit of a problem. Let's try to switch around the strategy a little bit. We're gonna paradrop everyone. Now, we need air supremacy from both where we're coming from, so here. And also over the target region. There we go, that should be very nice. Yes, that is possible. Oh yeah, right. We should steal the Israeli state secrets so that we can kill them easier. Amazing. How long are you gonna fucking take to get there? Holy shit! One more day? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh crap. Looks like I've been surrounded. What the fuck? Look at this shit! A full health, or full organization. You gotta be kidding me! A full organization armor division just got plastered. So I lost 2 tank divisions because of that. That is supremely hateful on the part of the AI. Good. GCC espels member state. Oh, you don't say. Join the EU, spam. No, I cannot join the EU, brother. There is literally no way for me to join the EU. I love our debt, by the way. Our debt is just the best. But hey, we're finally catching up to our expenses with our income, so... Despite our fucking ridiculous debt, it's okay. It is very much okay. Now I'm gonna keep some of these guys, like, around so that no bad shit happens. Shit, what do you mean we don't have air spear? You motherfucking cunt. Give me air superiority. You're kidding me. Our superiority is shit. Need to build some fucking SAMs over here, actually. So that I can use my SAMs to cover this area a little bit better. Alright. I hate the 200 word limit. Do you now? What do you think would actually be a proper solution for countries like Ukraine who can go down a federal or unitary path in this mod? Like, you would think federal would make sense, though a federal solution might just be postponing the problem instead, like you have seen in US history. I mean, I don't see how federalism postponed any problems in US history. What postponed problems in US history was, you know, the slavery stuff. Now, of course, if the United States was a unitary state, then the slavery would have been resolved earlier, but you still would have had the fundamental conflict of the southern agrarian, like, semi-feudal economy that was a remnant of essentially Virginia being the colony where all the British nobles were going. Like, Virginia, it says so in the name, you know, Virginia, virgin. It's named after Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen. And this was actually, like, because of all the cotton plantations and, you know, generally the more quote-unquote Caribbean, more similar to the Caribbean colonies, it was the only place in the United States that really experienced the sort of regular European colonialism with, like, you know, the slave trade and all that. The Northeast actually never had a slave problem, and in fact it was a very weird colonial phenomenon of a bunch of essentially minorities, like especially religious minorities, you know, Puritans, Quakers, levelers, people who generally didn't fit too well into the established order back in Britain, getting sent over. And that later develops, along with the favorable location and, you know, the inability to just have a plantation-based economy, it develops into a much easier industrialization and into a sort of transatlantic trade with Europe. So the focus over here was always much different than over here. Everything that's here is projected towards the Caribbean and the African, you know, triangular trade and all that, while everything that's over here is projected towards North Atlantic and, you know, industrial strength instead of agriculture. So that would have happened regardless of the structure of the state. Now, the fact that there's federalism helps deal with it, because it's like, yeah, sure, you know, eventually the South got defeated, but it got reintegrated under a federal system, and so you never really had like a Southern resistance or anything like that. Like, the voice of every part of the country in the United States can sort of be heard in the center. Now, even like states that are supposed to be unitary, like China, have this sort of mechanic. Like, a ton of provinces sometimes just completely ignore what happens in Beijing and what Beijing tells them to do, because the local realities make basically central policy impossible to follow. This is especially true of places like Xinjiang, like Yunnan, and Guangdong, places that are far away from the center that have sort of unique local things to deal with. And for example, one region that cannot do that is Manchuria, you know, the northeastern provinces. And in fact, during basically the Mao Zedong era, this was basically the place where like all the state industry was being developed. And so in the more dynamic modern age, they're suffering because they used to be essentially connected to the state sector and heavy industry, and that's not what China is specializing in anymore. Anyway, for Ukraine, I feel like federalism would work better, because the divisions within Ukraine, again, I'm not, like, I have never, like, studied government or anything like that, but generally, on a country of the kind that Ukraine is, federalism works better because of two reasons. And one is the internal situation. Obviously, you have a very, very heavy divide between East and West. And you sort of had a federalism already with Crimea, which was already a republic, but, you know, that shit, it's not there anymore. Wait a second. What? the actual fuck? How do you have this? Isn't this supposed to be Moldavia? I have no idea how this happened. Anyway, and another one is external. Now, federal systems in small countries tend to be very, very malleable to foreign influence. And, you know, this, like, for example, even in a country as important as the Russian Federation, which is only federal in name sometimes, but one place where it is actually federal and what Russia has always been very, very lax about is this stuff, whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. You see like a lot of Chinese influence in the eastern regions, and they work for federal institutions very, very well. For example, even in the United States, you have places like California that are very, very often taking pro-Chinese stances in however, you know, ways they can through the federal system, because there's a lot of trade, you know? And so they're more malleable to foreign pressure. And with Ukraine, having a federal system would probably help stave off some of the worst problems of, you know, the whole, yeah, the whole getting dragged on one side by Russia, dragged on the other side by essentially Germano-France and the United States. No. Of course, if Ukraine becomes too federal, then you have the problem of, is Ukraine even like a single country anymore? Or is it just a collection of regions? And that's always a sort of thin line to walk for some countries. So that could be a bit of an issue for them. I'm trying to think of an example of how that could be, like, you know, like a historical example of a federal country that, you know, basically devolved due to its internal splits. But I'm not managing to think of anything right about now. Although I suppose the Soviet Union, you know, the Soviet Union was never like taking its own federalism too seriously, because the Soviet Union was technically a union of republics. And I suppose they just devolved in the end. They didn't even need like a war or anything to dismantle the Union. It just kind of came apart on its own. You know? Any other examples? Not really coming into the mind right now. No, not really. But, hey. Something to think about. Yeah, for Ukraine, federalism might just end with partition. See, like, I feel like federalism for Ukraine would end up generally working out for Ukraine as an economy. It definitely would not work out for the state of Ukraine in the, like, short term. I'd say, though, in the long term, Ukraine might still survive, because the thing is, in the long term, the economic and thus, in the end, political. It's not, like, you know, that easy, but generally economic power tends to translate into political power much more than the other way around. So the economic weight of this stuff is a lot stronger than the economic weight of this stuff. Like, this is about as important economically as this, and less important economically than this. So, you know, Russia is gonna have, like, down the line, a lot of trouble getting people into line with peaceful means. Of course, this is probably why the Russians don't exactly want a federal Ukraine. They'd probably want Ukraine to stay the fuck the way it is, so that they can continue putting up pressure of the political kind, both internally, because the Ukrainian, you know, fascist Euro-American menace is quite useful. Quite useful for stoking up Russian nationalism. And militarily, on the outside, like it's a useful enemy, I suppose. Although, again, I'm not in the mind of your Russian policymakers or anything like that, so take my words very, very, you know, with a grain of salt. How about federalist Italy? Would it be a disaster for the South? I feel like no, it would not be, because, like, see, federalism doesn't like prevent you from investing in a region. Like, the reason why the reason why southern Italy would be in trouble is if you stopped investing in it government money. Like, this shit is a giant money sink for the Italian state, and it was like the southern question was never really resolved, right? And I feel like a federal Italy would have to work doubly so for it to not fall apart, because again, federalism, so it would have more legal means of breaking away. Federalism in Italy is really about taxation. It's a bit like Spain, right? Catalonia doesn't want like independence or autonomy or greater autonomy, because it already has autonomy, for like any like, oh, blah 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 blah, like great Catalonian nationalism, blah qua qua la, or something. We're oppressed by the fucking fascist Francoist Spain, or fucking whatever, like some retards suggest. It's about like taking the taxes and keeping them there, right? There's a couple of regions in Italy that have autonomy status. Two of which happen to be incredibly fucking rich. One of which is Valle d'Aosta, which is basically here-ish. It's a sort of semi-Swiss-French region. It's really got more in common with Switzerland than Italy. It's just this tiny little thing over here. It's, again, the only like French-speaking region in Italy. And the other one is Südtirol. Südtirol Alto Adige, which is this thing. There's other autonomous regions. For example, Sicily is an autonomous region, and I believe Sardinia as well. And they get special like fiscal arrangements with the Italian states. Well, sorry, with the Italian state. They can keep more of their money there. Now, for Sicily, this is not really all that important, because what, millions, in fact billions of euros from southern Italy go missing, you know, just magically from the tax records every year. So for Sicily, this is not really all that big of a boon. But for these two tiny, extremely like high GDP per capita regions, it's a pretty fucking like, you know, big thing. And these happen to be the richest regions in Italy because of that. Do you believe if COVID-19 continues to plague Europe, we might see the end or downfall of the EU, like some politicians say? I don't think that, like, the dissolution of the European Union is going to happen anytime soon. In fact, I might even suggest that the EU is going to come out of this stronger if it can, like, gather together the political will to, like, do something about the whole situation. And if they do, then they're gonna be way better off because of it. Generally, the European Union has only grown through crises in terms of its cohesion. Like, even the fucking glorious debt crisis and the glorious immigration crisis that everyone said was going to just destroy the EU, and even the more serious and less talked about 2003 invasion of Iraq, during which basically France and Germany were like, okay, America, but like, no, while Spain and Italy were like, oh yeah, let's go in. You know, not exactly the greatest thing for a bloc that's supposed to be speaking with one single voice. In the end, it led to a strengthening of the Union, you know? And if what some of these politicians are saying comes true, then it could be a pretty bad thing, you know, because if the fucking EU comes apart, shit's bad, actually. When do you think the next big crisis in capital will develop? I have no idea. Like, no one can know. Like, it could be this one. Capitalism is just too weird. Like, it's too anarchic in terms of how it arranges things. Like, it's pretty much impossible. It's a bit like earthquakes, you know. You can know generally that something's gonna happen because the conditions are set for it, right? Like, for example, like, I don't know, let's find, like, fucking Sumatra or whatever. You're, like, there's a ton of volcanoes here, right? There's the frictures between the you know, Earth's crust, the different, I'm not even sure what the term in English is called, like, the different, essentially, geological units beneath the surface that are colliding constantly and pressure's building up, right? And, you know, you can register that there's mounting pressure, that there's volcanoes erupting more frequently, and, you know, it's in a location that generally has a lot of that stuff. So you're like, okay, something's gonna happen at some point, right? And you can roughly estimate, like, oh, in the next, I don't know, years, you can have a X% chance of that, but it's very, very rough, right? It's kind of dumb. But it's not dumb, but it's like, you know, it's not exact. Same with economic crisis. Like, a ton of people predicted that, essentially, you know, something bad was gonna happen in the 2005-2015 region. But, you know, no one, like, in their right mind can claim that if they said 2007, 2008, it was because of the exact same reasons that they estimated the crisis was going to happen for. It's sort of a unhappy coincidence. Like, system's just too fucking chaotic. Tectonic plates, thank you. Nice to see someone speaking with some realism instead of EU bad or EU good. I know, right? I mean, like, I don't know. The EU is obviously, like, most people who end up on the internet, especially watching this kind of content, are gonna be from either, you know, the United States or the European Union, and so they're gonna be in a cultural environment where the EU is figuring quite heavily. So that is honestly quite understandable that, like, the EU good or EU bad. Now, what if I were a big brain man? Actually, I think I'm smarter than the AI. I know, right? Insane. I think I'm smarter than the AI. Look at this. They're gonna withdraw all their planes from here, and then we're gonna paradrop. GCC. Oh, look at that. Yep, they're already withdrawing. See, I was having trouble getting air supremacy, and I'm like, what if I just do that? Anyway. Yeah, we're in a cultural environment where, like, the EU figures quite importantly. Thank you, Norway. And so it gets divisive, obviously, because, again, as we talked about last time, nationalism is very much, nationalism of one form or another is very much the dominant ideology these days, and has been for almost 200 years. So, you know, European nationalism versus anti-European sort of small fatherland nationalism, Heimat nationalism, if you want to use a fancy word, is going to be what a lot of the political discourse sort of revolves around. In regards to possible eruptions, the news of a earthquake in Idaho is worrying given its proximity to Yellowstone and its supervolcano. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I used to watch a ton of documentaries about geology when I was very, very small. Very, very young. Too simple, sometimes naive. And man, that shit's fascinating, bro. I remember fucking poring over my geology textbooks with their cool illustrations of like a ton of ways in which nature can kill you. And honestly, it's some amazing stuff. Huh. I wonder if we're shooting them down because of glorious missiles. Huh, seems like we're on a bit of a stalemate, but we're gonna actually move. I love the oil refinery. Great models. If there's one area in which Millenium Dawn has done, I think, a fantastic fucking work, it is graphics. This mod feels really, really, like, cool in terms of graphics. Facts. Centrism must die. Yeah, I kind of agree. Fuck them. Fuck them centrists. Centricide when? Hehe, look, I am the funny meme man. I understand your 200 IQ J-Reg jokes. Although J-Reg is actually pretty good. Like, he's smarter than he sounds. Like how we can legalize alcohol in hotels and clubs. How amazing. How amazing, my brothers. We are not really making any fucking advances, which is a bit of an issue. Is it because of the Air Force situation, actually? Yeah, our troops are bombed like all the fucking time by Japanese close air supports. And our Air Force is not nearly strong enough to deal with this shit right now. Their air superiority is a bit of a problem, my friends. You know, could start to get some of these missiles doing that. It's sad though that you cannot scud your enemies, you know. Use the scud missiles. Fire them on Tel Aviv. For the glorious Ba'athist memes. Although, it seems like the enemy is being a bit dumb right now. And we can get in right behind them. Oh, how amazing. Alright, he's got a tank and a Mon. We cannot defeat the tank. Oh, we can maybe defeat the tank and a Mon. Shit, no we cannot. Problematic, actually. Oh, we are pushing in here, though. Good. Good job, my friends. Do you think, in your opinion, that it's possible for the EU to become a nation? Yes, of course it is. Very federal and very weird, technically not nation, but Union of Nations. You know, nothing weird. The USSR was that, and China de facto is that. Because, hello, Uyghurs. Although, you know, in terms of demographics, obviously, over here, it's a lot less diverse than, like, the Soviet Union was. It's, in fact, less diverse than the United States is, if you look at, like, the total of the quote-unquote primary dominant culture. In terms of percentage of how many peoples. But if you look at the geography, like, a good amount of the country doesn't really have a Han majority. Like, over here, there's no Han majority. And down here, same. Down here, same. Even, okay, down here and down here, it's a very slight Han majority. And even, like, over here, there's a very slight Han majority, but it's only because of the city populations. That's supposed to be Urumqi, not Xinjiang. There's no city called Xinjiang. But yeah, basically, like, technically, these places, again, demographically are majority Han Chinese, but, you know, the countryside or whatever, the empty space. Oh, thank you. That's useful. Is not majority Han Chinese. It is majority whatever the fuck other cultures, like Uyghurs. Or Zhuangs. Fucking hell. This is pretty nasty, you know? Oh no, Hong Kong has capitulated. How dare they? How dare they defeat Hong Kong? Yeah, we need to find a way to deal with this fucking Air Force situation. Okay, give me 75%. Yes! What? No, that's not what was supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is this. Okay, we are in. Our insertion has worked. Although, this is pretty bad. We need to kill these guys as fucking early as possible. In fact, I'm gonna get myself some close air support as well. Get involved in that battle. Because we need to kill these guys before they can get reinforcements, which means that we get the port. And then we can land the Marines. The glorious Saudi Marines. Sure, thank you, United States. Lamar, you failed the war game campaign, noob. I mean, he fell from the other side, though. Not from the land, but from the sea. Glorious Taiwan took over. All right. Is this the greatest move you have ever seen? Maybe. Are there enemy ships here? Yes, there fucking are enemy ships here. There fucking are enemy ships everywhere. Holy crap, this is not fun. Oh wow, we just captured Djibouti, right? So, guess he's capitulated now. I wonder if this is not a safe journey, but let's try. It's very, very fast across the strait. Let's hope that there's no enemy fucking ships right away. I love the Vietnamese. Excellent! Alright. That, I suppose, means we can get even more divisions across. And expand our area of operations, I suppose. Get those fucking helicopters in there. Huh. Now, they have a tank, which is not fun, but... Oh, actually, they replaced that with a shitty unit. Got him! The epic collapse of international trade moment. Yes. Anti-ship missile go brrr. Or, I suppose, go whoosh. Anti-ship missile go whoosh. Damn, this is pretty sad. Look. It's fucking Hideo Kojima over here killing our troops. Although this is not as fucking epic as Long and Happy Life, where you actually have Hideo Kojima. Ottoman embargo moment? No, thanks. Do you think one hypothetical impact of COVID-19 could be that nations become less trustful of China, or we'd see less of a dependency on Chinese goods? I honestly don't see why. There's definitely going to be less economic globalization or whatever. But no, I don't see why specifically China. Like, yeah, sure, at the beginning China was the most hit, but like now, the EU and the United States are also hit, so you couldn't make the same argument. You know, the virus has been termed the Chinese virus or whatever, but it's also been termed the fucking American virus by some, you know? And by some, the Italian virus. So should we not, you know, rely on Italian supply chains or Chinese supply chains or American supply chains? Of course, there's gonna be some people that are like, yeah, you know, a good argument to avoid economic globalization, which is gonna lead to a slowdown in the world economy, definitely. But other than those basic effects, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Now, we can still push in quite amazingly, but we do need to, like, this army is a bit of an annoyance. And also, how the hell are we gonna, oh, I know how. When he leaves his flank open, that's how. How the hell are we gonna conduct our advance up here when, oh, he's got no more units here. What have you done, my friend? Have you perhaps sent in all of your fucking men down here? Because that's what I think you just did. I think you just sent your entire armies down there. So let us utilize this moment, this favorable moment, to strike upon our enemies. And strike fear in their hearts or something. Actually, need to get, no. Need to get this militia in here in Dara. Move forward with that. Holy shit. I think your Spanish region nationalism take is too simplistic, since economically weak areas like Galicia are strongly regnat as well. Hurt by centralism though. Bruh, look at the regions where the nationalism is, the regional small nationalism is the strongest. It is a fucking Basque country, which has a very unique cultural position and also a strong industrial sector. And you have Catalonia, which has a strong industrial sector and a strong trade with the rest of the Mediterranean. Now, Galicia... Sure, I see what you mean with Galicia. But at the same time, you don't see Galician independence movements. This is a trait that's common to a lot of Spanish regions, for example, the Asturias as well. There's just a lot of problems with centralization as a whole. Now, do you see a lot of these places push for independence? No, because they're not in a position to. And plus, like, you say it's simplistic because even economically weak regions have a nationalistic sentiment. Well, I mean, I'm not just disregarding the whole cultural aspect entirely. I'm just saying that it's very much secondary. It's not like, for example, you know, the Irani Arabs or the Kurds that are literally, you know, like directly oppressed for their ethnicity. No one's oppressed for being a Catalonian, despite what the Catalonian nationalists claim. You're not gonna fucking convince me of that without, like, you know, literally showing me the Spanish fucking death squads carrying away your mother. I'm sorry. It's just not how it is there. Talking about the futility of nationalistic sentiments while also invading Eritrea. I mean, what can I say? What I do in the game and what I believe in real life are not the same, I suppose. Man, this whole front has been a fucking pain. Still, oh, you don't have an air force anymore. That is quite excellent. They do have an air force here, but oh shit, they do have an air force here too. Yeah, this whole situation with the enemy air force is pretty sad, in my opinion. It's a big force multiplier, if we want to use fancy word. Number 11. Without the air force, they would have been crushed a long time ago. Perkele. Okay, now, no, don't do that. Go in and capitulate Somalia, my friend. That is what you must do. Well, you just take there and so close the front line. You come down here. Come on, we are so damn close to finishing off this pocket. He's not running away, so he's pretty dumb. Ooh, good music. Oh shit. That's not good stuff. I'm gonna pop the last stand though. In general, regional national sentiment is intermingled with anti-centralism in Spain, since Madrid would like Spain to work like France and it doesn't. Who says it doesn't? Or who says it can't, I'd say. Now, of course, to make it work like France, it would take a while. A long while. So that's the reason why. But, like, sure, you have anti-centralism. But, again, why do you have anti-centralism? It's not because there's, like, an inherent anti-centralism in Spain or anything like that. In fact, Spain used to be pretty centralized. Back when it formed as a nation state, which usually determines quite a lot of how the government, you know, sort of behaves itself by default. Like, France was pretty centralistic, you know, when it became a nation state. Germany wasn't. So Germany's generally a little bit more concerned with federalism. But that stuff aside, you have this anti-centralism because there's a very, very high disparity between the regions. Like, for example, one of the reasons why the current Germany is so heavily federal is that essentially a lot of Western German states don't want to lose too much to reconstruct Eastern Germany, or to support Eastern Germany, which is poorer. Very much the same with the people who propose federalism in Italy. There's a very high disparity between some of the areas. And so some regions feel like the others are sort of taking more than their fair share, right, you know? Taking more than what they produce in return. I'd like stable growth right now. In fact, I feel like I've got enough political power now that I can finally start taking some focuses. In a hypothetical timeline where the USSR was alive past the Cold War, do you think, assuming a COVID-19 situation like this happens, how would the USSR fare against it? I don't see why they would fare any worse than China. Like, the ways that China combated the whole COVID-19 thing are pretty textbook planned economy stuff. Like, they just shipped a whole bunch of people from outside the country, from, you know, regions that were not as hit by the pandemic, a whole bunch of medical personnel and resources to Hubei, and yeah, they just kind of did that because Hubei itself could not cope, even though Hubei is one of the most developed regions in China. So I feel like the Soviet Union would have been definitely worse off because it's not nearly as resourceful as China in terms of just economics, but I don't see why it would have been like crushed by it. I don't see how it would have been a Chernobyl type event. In fact, Russia today, in a lot of the ways in which the government works, this is pretty much confirmed by like a lot of quote-unquote Russian experts or experts of Russia. The way the modern Russian government works hasn't really changed all that much from like the 80s Soviet Union. So in a way, we'll see in the next few weeks as Putin and that government deal with the whole situation. Now, it definitely would have been hit less due to one element, which is the fact that the USSR had less of an emphasis on foreign trade, and it definitely had less, for example, tourism and travel. This is assuming like just the USSR, no Soviet bloc. Because it is extremely like the Soviet bloc just collapses. So even if the USSR survives, it's like almost 100% certain that the Soviet bloc dies. But even assuming all of that, I don't think the USSR would fare all that badly. Then the Soviets also have more doctors per capita than any other nation in history or something like that. I don't know about that, but I definitely know that the healthcare in USSR was quite efficient compared to a lot of other aspects. Now, of course, the modern Russian healthcare hasn't progressed really much from from the Soviet times. In fact, it's probably regressed a lot, considering that, you know, shit gets old. So a hospital that was built in fucking 1979 is not gonna be as effective as it was back then in 2020. So yeah. Damn. We are losing a lot of equipment over here in this region of the world. We need to buy equipment. We need to buy a ton of equipment. I've been sloppy on my play right now because I've been speaking too much. Buy me some weapons. There we go. Our industry cannot definitely support this for too long, although I feel like most of the work in this war is actually done. I feel like we're basically on the verge of winning. We have definitely inflicted a lot of casualties upon our enemies. And, ooh, we have taken them on. Amazing stuff. But we need to hold it. We can hold it. Amazing. Very, very good. Yeah, this could be quite bad. Because they're gonna try to get us into a pocket here. But if we can take them on and hold it, that splits their front in two. So this is gonna allow for a bit of an easier penetration into the west. That could be quite nice. I like how the Somalian militia are actually like putting up quite a tough defense. Those motherfuckers. Yo, is this still going? Nice. Yes, of course. I'm about to end it, though, because it's 8 p.m. for me, and I'm about to have dinner. And I'm honestly very, very happy of our progress. We're halfway done with this ridiculous war, and taking over most of Arabia. So, Baathism is strong. Baathism will never lose. You know, we should probably not be getting these motorized units. We should probably just use the equipment stocks that we have to reinforce the experienced divisions. We're not gonna do a German. All right. Hey, Comrade Cthulhu. You have come in just in time for basically this whole thing to die. Heard once that Italians haven't fully felt united since the end of the rule of the Savoys. Kind of questionable, but what do you think? Nah, completely inaccurate. In fact, there's a lot more unity, more national unity in the Republican period than in the Savoy slash fascist period, which are, you know, like technically when we had fascism, we still had the Savoys. It's just that, you know, you could roughly divide the Savoy Italian rule into 2 phases-ish. Probably you could cut it up into 3, but generally the 2 phases are like 1861 to 1921. Sorry, 1922. Which is when basically Italy was a bit of a burgeoning, if imperfect, liberal democracy. Very much on the British model it was built, because the main architect of the Italian unification, a guy called Camillo Benso Conte di Cavour, known just as Cavour, was very much a Atiabu. He was a British fanboy. And so... a lot of the ways in which the Italian democracy developed in the basically early decades was kind of following on those footsteps. And during that period is when like the wounds of unification were felt the most, especially when it comes to southern Italy. Then fascism comes along and does a bit of an effort to reunify the whole place, but it's still a little bit too early. Like, the main things in this period... Alright, I suppose that, you know, we just... What the fuck? Bro. Fucking bro. What? You just... What the fuck is going on? Anyway, that's gonna be for next time. I'm fucking off. After this, I am not even trying. I am not even trying anymore. I'm not even fucking trying anymore.